Hey y'all, I got an anime channel called Mystic Sage, where I do anime top 10s, speculations, and more. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch to keep up to date with me, the channel, and even for some entertainment. Links will be in the description below. Thanks guys, enjoy the video. Two best teams in a row, and the alternate starters? Dang, you guys have been spoiled for the month of December with all these best teams. But I think I can finally say the Galar series is over for a bit. I enjoyed this series a lot, but boy do I need a break. Anyways, we got an amazing team revolving around Inteleon, waiting for us to use. So that being said, let's hop into what a best team is, and what's going to be going down with this Inteleon team. A best team is a team of 6 Pokemon that is designed for the absolute best performance for its said Pokemon game. The team usually revolves around a best starter, but since we're using alternate starters on our team of 6, this time the team will be revolving around Inteleon, specifically for Pokemon Sword and Shield. I decided to create a universal team this time around because the best teams have already been created. This isn't the best team, it's just an alternate starter one, so I feel there doesn't need to be a separate team for Sobble for both games. Plus, it's not like it's going to change much. Anyways, each team member is designed to do well against certain gym leaders, the Elite 4 members, Champion, Rival, and the Evil team leaders. In the end, we have a team that does well against all the most important battles in the game. When making this team, we do provide movesets for each of the Pokemon. We include TM moves, but we do not allow egg moves nor post-game tutor moves. TRs will of course be included, like usual, but will only be available from 3-star raids or lower. I will also provide a list from Cerebi of where to find the TRs in the description below. So yeah, you know what's going down with this team, let's hop right into it. I have to talk about Inteleon. Oh well, at least it's positive if I don't have to talk about its design. Inteleon has some fantastic stats across the board, being one of the best water starters I think we currently have. These special attack and speed stats are absolutely insane for starter Pokemon. They are both ridiculously high, and the signature move for Inteleon also looks super amazing and hits super amazing. I love Inteleon's stats and moves. In fact, I think it's actually in the top 5 strongest water starter Pokemon easily. Its move pool is a bit shallow, but we can make it work. Inteleon's moveset is going to be Snipe Shot, Ice Beam, Mud Shot, and the last move can be whatever you want. Snipe Shot is here because I think its signature move just belongs on it. Scald is there, sure, but come on, who doesn't like Snipe Shot? Snipe Shot can be learned via evolution and the mover learner. Next up is Ice Beam, and all water Pokemon that are special attackers need this move. It's a TR, but it's worth finding. Grass Pokemon will be obliterated if you have Ice Beam on Inteleon. Lastly, I have a move that you guys are probably wondering why I put here. Well, move pool availability is the problem. Also, if you were like me and saw your Toxtricity get eliminated by Leon's Inteleon, then you know why Inteleon needs to learn Mud Shot. The last move is up to you. Have fun with it. With these moves, Inteleon can do well against Kabu's entire team, Alistair's Yamask and Gengar on Shield, Opal's Mawile and Togekiss, Gordy's entire team in Sword, Pierce's Skuntank, Ryan's Gigalith, Flygon and Sandaconda, Hop's Trevenant, Heatmore, Bolton and Cinderace, Marnie's Toxicroak and Morpeko, Oleana's Serena, Salazzle and Garbodor, Tremon Rose's Persiker, Klinklang and Caparajah, and the Eternatus battle. For the Champion Cup, Inteleon can take on Marnie's Toxicroak and Morpeko, Hop's Pinkerton and Cinderace, Beard's Mawile, Mess's Dreadnought, Bee's Hawlucha and Sword, Alistair's Chandelure and Gengar in Shield, Ryan's entire team, and finally, Leon's entire team. Now while Inteleon might be the worst starter of this gen's trio, you can clearly see that it really does put in a decent amount of work, especially with that champion battle. Welcome back, you majestic Rose. Roserade makes its way back to a Galar best team again. Roserade, like I mentioned in the Sword team, I think is the best grass-type Pokemon for the job across Galar. Badoo can be found over on Route 4. It's got dominant stats in speed and special attack, and the extra addition of Poison actually helps it out a little bit in Galar, having many fairy Pokemon scattered across. With the many moves it has too, it helps out a lot across Galar. There are other electric Pokemon out there and grass Pokemon in Galar, but stat-wise, typing-wise, and move-wise, I think Roserade is the best option for taking on Galar in the grass type department. I can sit here and talk about how great Roserade is all day, but that would take too much time. So let's just hop into the moveset. For Roserade's moveset, whoop-a-doo, we have the same moveset as we did from its Sword debut. We have Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Dazzling Gleam, and Shadow Ball. Giga Drain is the mini attack we're going to be using, and once again, I recommend using a PP up on it, as it will help out with the PP usage. Giga Drain can be learned via level up, and I like it because you get HP back with how much damage you do. Sludge Bomb is the best move Roserade can get, and that's a TR. If you don't want to get the TR, simply just get Venoshock. That TM can be found on a Stoicide rooftop. Dazzling Gleam and Shadow Ball are both TRs, and I think are necessary for Roserade's psychic weaknesses, and Dazzling Gleam can help out with the Dark type problem if need be. With the moves we've chosen for Roserade, it will do well against Ness's team, Bee's entire team in Sword, Alistair's entire team in Shield if you have Shadow Ball, Opal's team except Mawile, Gordy's team, Pierce's team except Skuntank, Ryan's Gigalith and Sandaconda, Hop's Trevenant, Marnie's Liepard, Scrafty and Morpeko, Bead's entire team is Be Careful, and Oleana's Milotic and Serena. Then for the Champion Cup, Roserade does well against Marnie's Liepard, Scrafty Scrafty, Morpeko, and Grimmsnarl. Bede's team except Mawile. Ness's Barraskewda, Seaking, Dreadnought. Bee's entire team in Sword. Alistair's entire team in Shield. Raihan's Goodra and Flygon. And finally Leon's Aegislash, Haxorus, Rhyperior, and Rillaboom. Roserade really does put in work, and really the only reason that it wasn't on the Grookey team is because that was our grass type for the team. In any other case, I would absolutely take Roserade over Rillaboom. Coming up to the best team is actually a new member. Yeah, I know. Surprising, right? Colossal steps up to the plate of being our fire Pokemon. I wanted to try something new in using Colossal. I know it's quite slow, but I wanted to give this Pokemon a try. Most of my friends said they enjoyed using it on their playthroughs, so why not? Roly-Poly can be found over on Route 3. From what I discovered, Colossal can actually be handy through Galar, especially in its primary typing of Rock. There are Pokemon in Galar that Rock typing can do well against, and hey, I think it'd be fun to use it against Kabu. Pokemon that are quad weak to Rock are also fun to decimate. Bye-bye Leon's Charizard. But yeah, move pool looks fun, stats are alright, and I think the new addition will make some people happy. I know you guys love getting new Pokemon on a best team, so let's give Colossal a try. I also think that Colossal just works better with the water starter than it does with the Pokemon like Rillaboom. Glass Cannon like Inteleon works well with a tank like Colossal. Rocking into Colossal's moveset, we have Heat Crash / Fire Punch, Rock Slide, Bulldoze / Earthquake, and Will-O-Wisp for utility. For Colossal's fire typing stab, I would use Flame Charge first until it learns Heat Crash. You can either keep Heat Crash or teach it Fire Punch. Flame Charge can be learned via Mover Learner, Heat Crash can be learned to level 45, and Fire Punch can be found in the Wind and Northern Pokemon Center. Rock Slide is the next stab move Colossal can get, and that's amazing. The TM for that can be found over on Route 9 after the Surf Bike. Bulldoze is the same as always with Lucario. Bulldoze can be found in Giant Seat, and Earthquake can be found from the Watt Trader for 8,000 watts. It just comes down to convenience and simplicity for how you choose the move. Lastly, we have some utility being Will-O-Wisp. The TM for this can be obtained from the Motostoke Gym. Decreasing an opponent's physical attack comes in a lot of handy. With these moves, Colossal can do well against Milo's team, Kabu's entire team, Alistair's Gengar and Shield, Opal's Mawile and Togekiss, Gordy's Barbaracle, Stonjourner and Colossal and Sword, Melanie's entire team and Shield, Pierce's Skuntank, Ryan's Gigalith and Duraludon, Hop's Trevenant, Heatmore, Boltund and Cinderace, Marnie's Toxicroak and Morpeko, Oleana's Frostlass, Serena, Salazzle and Garbodor, Trim and Rose's entire team, and the Eternatus battle. For the Champion Cup, Colossal can do well against Marnie's Toxicroak and Morpeko, Hop's Corviknight, Pinkerchin and Cinderace, Bede's Mawile, Ness's Pelipper and Dreadnought, but I wouldn't recommend it, Bee's Hawlucha and Sword, Alistair's Chandelure and Gengar and Shield, Raihan's Torkoal, Turtonator and Duraludon, and finally Leon's Aegislash, Rhyperior, Rillaboom and Charizard. Now Colossal might be slow, but man, it really does pack a punch. Plus if it gets hit by a fire or water move, that problem is pretty much eliminated, making it a bulky, powerful, and fast member to have on the team. Meditating its way back again is Lucario. Yup, it's back again for the same reasons it's been back on the other teams. The typing of Fighting and Steel dominates the entirety of the Galar region and with great results. If you've seen the matchups Lucario can do, then you should know it's one of the best Pokemon for a Galar playthrough. The Dark and Fairy typing scattered across Galar fall victim to Lucario and its dominant stats and move pool. Stats-wise, move pool-wise, and everything about Lucario is legendary, so just let the aura show you how powerful Lucario actually is. Lucario's moveset is the same as last time and the time before, being Aura Sphere, Bulldoze / Earthquake, Flash Cannon, and Ice Punch. Aura Sphere is the best option for Lucario to get in my opinion because Aura Sphere is Lucario's signature move. A great fighting special attack that isn't Focus Blast and has a great accuracy works for me. It can be learned via Mover Learner or learned upon evolution. Next is the next stab being Flash Cannon, and the special side is always nifty to have for a Steel type attack. Following up with coverage, we have Bulldoze and Earthquake. Bulldoze is here for convenience if you don't want to spend 8k watts. The team for that can be found in the Giant's Cap. Earthquake is a better option, but less convenient, and of course, 8k, blah 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 blah. It's strong, but TRS can be a pain to get, so it's up to you. Ice Punch is a phenomenal coverage move, and that can be found in the Northern Winden Pokemon Center. Ground types are covered with this. With this moveset, Lucario can do well against Bee's Pangoro and Sword, Alistair's Mimikyu and Gengar and Shield, Opal's entire team, Gordy's entire team and Sword, Melanie's entire team and Shield, Pierce's Scrafty, Skuntank and Obstagoon, Ryan's Gigalith and Duraludon, Hop's Heatmore, Snorlax and Boltund, Marnie's entire team, Oleana's entire team except for Milotic, Trim and Rose's entire team except for Excavalier, and the Eternatus battle. In the Championship Cup, it does well against Marnie's entire team, Hop's Double, Pinkerchin and Snorlax, Bede's entire team, Ness's Dreadnought, Bee's Hawlucha and Sword, Alistair's Chandelure and Gengar and Shield, Ryan's entire team, and finally Leon's Aegislash, Dragapult, Haxorus, and Cinderace. Just be careful. I'm sorry if you're all annoyed with Lucario at this point in time, but I just can't help it. Lucario is so good, and I cannot deny one of the best Pokemon a spot on the best team if it's available. I hope you all understand. I've explained Snorlax too many times, so I'll keep it short. Fat, tank, A lot of moves to use, filler Pokemon, that's all you need to know for it. It's the filler Pokemon and can accomplish tasks if your other team members aren't up for the challenge. Munchlax can be found in the Monosoke Riverbank with a 5% chance during normal weather. Snorlax has a lot of moves to pick from, but I think this moveset works best. Body Slam, High Horsepower, Zen Headbutt, and Thunder Punch. Body Slam is the best move Snorlax can get in terms of normal typing. That can be learned at level 28 and has a base power of 80. It also has a chance to paralyze the opponent, so that's nice as well. Next up is High Horsepower, and that's the better option instead of using Earthquake. Getting Earthquake is a pain, so why get it again when you can just teach Snorlax High Horsepower at level 40. Next up is Zen Headbutt. That's to check for taking care of Lax's fighting weakness. It's not recommended using though because Snorlax is slow as all heck. On top of that too, Snorlax could get hit with a fighting type attack, so just be careful when you use it. Zen Headbutt is also a TR. Lastly is Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch I think works best because as always our team is covered in terms of fire and ice types, so we're good on that front. For the umpteenth time, Snorlax's moveset can do well against Opal's Mawile, Gordy's entire team except for Shuckle and Sword, Pierce's Skuntank, Ryan's Gigalith, Flygon and Duraludon, Hop's Heatmore and Boltund, Marnie's Toxicroak and Morpeko, Oleana's Salazzle and Garbodor, Charmin Rose's Persiker, Klinklang, and Copperajah, and then the Eternatus battle. Then in the Champion Cup, Snorlax as well against Marnie's Toxicroak and Morpeko, Hop's Corviknight, Pinkerton, and Inteleon, Bede's Mawile, Nessa's entire team, technically Bee's entire team and Sword, but it's really not recommended, don't do it, Alistair's Chandelure and Gengar and Shield, Ryan's Torkoal, Turtonator, and Duraludon, and finally Leon's Aegislash, Cinderace, and Charizard. Yeah, Snorlax is good. It's one of the biggest MVPs across the entire Best Team series, so it really shouldn't surprise any of you that Snorlax made the cut yet again. Lastly on the team is a kind of brand new member being Grimmsnarl. The easiest and most convenient way for me to find Grimmsnarl was to find Morgrem in Glimwood Tangle. To me, it was an easy set encounter, and the great thing is, you can have it before you face off against Bee and Alistair. You'll have to level it up to 42, but that shouldn't be too difficult. Grimmsnarl I feel works better for a universal team rather than a single team for Sword and Shield. That's why you're seeing Grimmsnarl here rather than Gardevoir or Obstagoon if you're coming here from the original best teams for Sword and Shield. It has the Dark and Fairy typing being able to cover multiple Pokemon at once. Once again, I would argue it's this team's MVP with how well it does across the Galar region. It looks great on paper and its performance is just as great. The moveset we have for it should be fun to use as well, so I hope you guys enjoy it again. Grimmsnarl's moveset will be consisting of its new signature moves that I think are super convenient and easy to get. We have Spirit Break and False Surrender. Both of these are its new signature moves for its Fairy typing and Dark typing. They can be learned right when it evolves or can be move relearned just in case. Lastly, we have Brick Break and Ice Punch. Brick Break can be found on Route 8 and Ice Punch in the Northern Windy Pokemon Center like always. Brick Break is great for coverage against Steel types. Ice Punch is just great overall coverage to have in general. And lastly, with these moves, Grimmsnarl can do well against Gordy's entire team except for Shuckle and Sword, Melanie's Darmanitan, Ice-Cube and Lapras and Shield, Pierce's Scrafty, Skuntank and Obstagoon, Ryan's Gigalith, Flygon and Duraludon, Hop's Trevenant and Snorlax, Marnie's Liepard, Scrafty and Morpeko, Oleana's Frostlass and Serena, Charmin Rose's Ferrothorn, Persiker, Klinklang and Copperajah, but I wouldn't recommend it, and the Eternatus battle. Then, in our final Champion Cup matches, Grimmsnarl can do well against Marnie's Liepard, Scrafty, Morpeko, and Grimmsnarl, Hop's Double and Snorlax, Bee's entire team in Sword, Alistair's entire team in Shield, Ryan's Goodra, Flygon, and Duraludon, and finally Leon's Aegislash, Dragapult, and Haxorus. Grimmsnarl was just so good in the Grookey Best team that I had no choice but to include it yet again on the Sobble team. It's got solid attack and HP, okay defenses, and best of all, it's faster than its female counterpart, Hatterene. Grimmsnarl is definitely one of the best Pokemon to come from this generation, so it was a pleasure to give it a little bit of the spotlight before we wrapped up these best teams. Well, despite me not loving Inteleon, that was the best team revolving around that. And surprisingly, I actually enjoyed creating it. I thought the Mons on that team were a fusion between all the Mons on the best teams for December, revolving around Galar. I hope you guys enjoyed this Pokemon as much as I did. I feel these Pokemon were superstars in their own way and showed off the potential they really had. Did you enjoy this team though? Let me know down below. If you enjoyed the video, why not leave a like and subscribe to my channel with notifications on, that way you never miss an upload. If you want to support me further, consider following my Twitch where I stream a lot of Pokemon content and all kinds of other Nintendo content like Zelda, Fire Emblem, and much more. Also, I've been reviewing every episode of My Hero Academia Season 4 over on Mystic Sage, so head over there if you're into that too. I would love that a lot. Want to support me further and gain cool perks? Check out my Patreon. Daniel Leone, Lady Crimson, Memory Martin, The Lazy Leo, Matthew Young, Austin Lega, Jarrett Weiss Austin, Sudden Grider, and Enigma97 did, and I want to thank them personally for going above and beyond. It means the world to me. I think I'm gonna wrap this up though. I'm MysticUmbreon, and I will see you in the future for more awesome Pokemon content.